Hey loves, welcome back to my kitchen. Now I always wanted to make tiramisu, but I decided, you know what, it's the independence season and we have so many avocados and I wanted to try something different. So today we are making avocado tiramisu, so let's get cooking. So we are starting with our avocados. Now guys, different avocados come in different sizes and I am not sure what size to tell you all and the amount of avocados, but I am going to crush this down to about 2 cups of the avocado that we are going to use for this recipe. I may end up using 3, I may end up using 2, but we shall see. So once I was done crushing the first 2 avocados, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna start measuring to ensure that I don't crush too much because I did not want to crush the third one and it ended up being way too much. So I started measuring and of course I needed to add a little more because I had a little less than the 2 cups. So I crushed another half of the avocado that was left over. So in the end, I ended up using 2.5 avocados. So let's go into this recipe. We are using 2 cups of freshly crushed avocados, and to that we are adding half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. We are also going to be adding half a teaspoon of ginger powder, half a teaspoon nutmeg powder, and half a teaspoon cinnamon powder. Now we are just going to mix it up to ensure that it is well combined. Now guys, we are doing this part to ensure that all those flavors just come together nicely so it can just marinate so beautifully. Remember, as we are going, we want to scrape down those sides to ensure that everything is nicely mixed in. We then mix it again. So we're gonna put on some plastic wrap and we're going to set it aside in the fridge to cool. Okay, so our mixing bowl, now we're going to add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and we're going to whip till we see soft peaks. You want to start getting to. I'm now going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. We then take that avocado mix from the refrigerator and add it to our heavy cream mixture and we are going to mix till it is well combined. We are adding 1 teaspoon of lime juice and we are going to be adding the remainder of the condensed milk, which is a 1/4 cup. So in all for this recipe we are adding 3/4 cups of condensed milk. We are then going to beat that mixture until it is well mixed in to ensure that it is nice and smooth and creamy. Guys, it already looks so beautiful. So pretty. So what we do is just cover it up with a little plastic wrap, set it aside, And then we are going to take our graham crackers and we're going to line it up nicely on our bowl. Now guys, once we have that first layer lined in, we are going to take our mixture and pour over those crackers. Now you want to ensure that you smooth it and cover all those crackers nicely. I then took my offset spatula so that I could smooth it out, and then I put in another layer of those graham crackers. Once that layer is put in, I then put the remainder of that mixture onto the crackers. And then I just take some cocoa powder and I use a strainer and just spread it all over the top. Once we are done spreading that cocoa powder, we pat it a little bit to remove the excess. We use our tissue so that it can, make it a little nice and clean, and then it looks so pretty. It looks so nice already, guys. So we are then going to place it in our refrigerator and leave it overnight. Okay, moment of truth. Now guys, I had this chilling in the refrigerator overnight and I touched it a little, so you see the little mark here. And then because it was a little soft, I decided, I was going to put it in the freezer, and I left it in the freezer for about 2.5 to 3 hours. So we're gonna use our knife and cut into it now, see what it looks like. Whew, I'm nervous but excited. It's a little firm. Maybe it was a mistake to put it in the freezer, especially for so long, because it's a little firm, especially on the outer edges. The inside is fine, but the outer edges is really, really hard. Okay, so let's see. Edges a bit troublesome. I think it's gonna be like ice cream. Ooh. Let's put it on the plates. I think I may have cut into it a little bit there. Okay, let's get a better view. Goes. This actually tastes really, really good, guys. Surprisingly, it tastes really, really good. Food, glorious food. But two things, guys. One, do not be like me. Be patient. Trust the process. It will set. Do not put it in the freezer. Just leave it overnight in the refrigerator. It will set and it will be perfect when you're ready to slice into that beautiful tiramisu so that you can enjoy. Two, it's a little rich on the flavor and on the taste, I guess, with the heavy cream and the avocado. So if you do decide to try this recipe and you're making it for a family of, let's say, 2 to 4, you may want to cut the recipe down in half or possibly a quarter, depending on what you're going for, and then you just change the size of your bowl to fit the amount that you're making, because guys, it really is rich, but the flavor is just so good. But you want to ensure that you don't waste it, because you may tend to get a little, a lot if you make too much, and you may feel like you don't want to waste it. But that is the two things. Trust the process. Cut the recipe down in half or a quarter if you're not making it for a lot of people. But during our independent season, considering it's avocado, this makes for a perfect dessert for if you're having a family lunch. Let me tell you guys, this really tastes so good. I'm really impressed with how well it turned out. I really did not expect it to come out so good, but it really tastes so good. Let me know in the comment section below if you have ever tried anything like this with avocado, or if there is any other special or different recipe that you know, so that I can try with the avocado during our independent season while I'm sharing some of our Creole recipes with you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.